Hey, this is the final segment of Pillow Talk in the first week of May 2025. Can't believe it's the first week of May already. Anybody who knows me knows my passion is classic cars. I buy and sell classic cars. I drive one every day when the weather permits. If you ever have a classic car that you want to sell, you can always email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. I am a dealer. I go to see these big auctions online, Mecum and all. I go to a lot of those. I just love it. I don't know. I probably should have been in the car business. Probably should have been a Fusillo or a Caprera, right? But I sell mattresses and I love it. So, and our Memorial Day sales are kicking off. And we just added Simmons, Beauty Rest, Black, Serta, Eye Comfort, and Avocado. Avocado. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I bet you do. If you care about organic, real organic, other people will say they're organic, it's real organic. Go to avocado.com and then come to our store and try it before you buy it and get the same prices online. Okay. And take up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. No credit check payment plans available as well. You can apply on mattressexpressny.com, our 15-second express credit app. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS, or you can just visit a store and do it in person. Bring all your ID and stuff. And we'll try to make it affordable for you. We take credit cards, check, cash, small animals, just kidding. You know what everybody always tells me that I probably should do? They always say, why don't you do that promotion where you give away a little dog mattress? I probably should. I'm a huge dog guy, animal guy. I believe a saying I made up myself. The way one treats an animal is a true reflection of their character. I believe that. Animals deserve kindness, and I don't tolerate anybody mistreating an animal. If you don't like that, too bad. One of the things I hate to see, saw one the other day, and maybe you can tell me why I'm wrong, is you see I've had many big dogs in my life. I used to have Great Danes, Goldens, Black Labs. I love big dogs. I don't have any now. I have a small one. If you ever come into my store, she goes with me wherever I go. Her name is Abby. And but I see big dogs and they put these collars on that have the spikes that dig into their neck when you pull on it. It drives me nuts. I don't see a need for that. I just maybe a big dog owner who could email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com and tell me why I'm wrong. But I don't think you have to control an animal with pain. But anyway, nevertheless, people say I should do the promotion. I'm going to do that where you give away the small dog bed and or maybe a donation to a local shelter or something. Always try to give back to the community. So in the previous segment, I touched on the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. That is a bed where you can make each side as firm or as soft as you like, and it's a competitor to Sleep Number. You've heard of Sleep Number. There's nothing wrong with Sleep Number. I don't sell Sleep Number. I don't represent, and I don't carry Sleep Number. I have nothing bad to say about Sleep Number, but I'm going to tell you what I like about our bed. Our bed has a 25-year industry leading warranty. The company that makes our bed has been around a long time, very high quality. We've sold these for years. Very, very few problems. Very, very, very few people that ever come back and say, I don't like it. And ours has the flex head in king or queen, where each head goes up independently, but it's still a solid mattress. Ours has a reversible cover. You can unzip the whole top of the bed and flip it. Cool for summer, warm for winter. When you come into our store, ours is a component bed. It has 3 giant nylon self-sealing zippers that go around the sides of the bed. Why do I say giant? Because that makes them easier to zip. We unzip it, open it up, and show you how it's built. We're proud of what's inside of it. Ours has 45 individual settings on each side, from super soft to super firm. And then I encourage you to compare the price to Sleep Number before you buy. And then we give you up to 5 years, no interest, no money down for qualified buyers. And then you get a luxury reward. I don't talk about this enough either. We have a whole list of crazy things that you get to choose from. And we intentionally make them crazy. They're fun. And if you don't want to participate in that fun, there's a $500 Lowe's card you can pick. But we also have mountain bikes, gas grills, meat smokers. And, you know, I was picked on about this on another local show. Everybody wants a gas grill with their mattress. Well, you know what? People do. I can't tell you how many of these things I've shipped out to people. and we give a little bit back to you, right? And they're great beds. They are great beds. A lot of times we start a couple out on a smart bed by Instant Comfort. We put them on each side, and just to kind of evaluate what firmness they like, and then we move on from there to another mattress. Make sense? Well, sometimes we put couples on there. A lot of times, we start at the firmest, which is a 50 number, and then we soften it up until we get to the point where they say, yeah, that feels great. Then we do the other side. You'd be surprised how many times I'd say, okay, well, ma'am, your number's a 22, and sir, your number's a 38. So there's two completely different firmnesses on each side. So anything else we put you on is going to be a compromise, right? You have different tastes. Now you can elevate the heads independently. If you look down from the ceiling and you look at the top center of the mattress, there's a slit 1/3 of the way down. So each head goes up and down independently. You can adjust the feet independently. You can get independent massage on each side. So it's really incredible. And yeah, it's a great bed. People love it. It really gets people sleeping back in the same bed. We can eliminate sleep divorce with that. So check it out if you haven't already at any one of our stores. Got an article on dailymail.com. I want to zip through real quick. Dated December 13th, 2024. What 6 hours of sleep will do to your body. Swollen eyes, thinning hair, and chronic back pain. It says a grotesque digital model reveals what humans could look like in 2050 if we don't start getting enough shut-eye. And it goes down, and it shows this poor woman. It's not real. It's a model. But it starts out with... basically, they're saying 6 hours isn't enough. You got to get good quality sleep. This is a 45-year-old woman they're evaluating. This is first thing, bulging tummy from not enough sleep. And it says memory loss. Lack of sleep affects a small part of the brain called the hippocampus, which is key for making new memories. Baggy skin and eyes. It's not called beauty sleep for nothing, as lack of shut-eye can seriously reduce the elasticity of our skin and make us look older. Swollen legs. Chronic sleep deprivation can raise levels of stress hormones like cortisol, which has been linked to lethal heart conditions. Chronic back pain. I hear that all the time. Lack of sleep causes chronic back and shoulder pain. Hair thinning. Chronic poor sleep has meant that Hannah has gradually developed hair loss known as alopecia, which could lead to total baldness. So you're telling me sleep is a cure for baldness? Nah, I don't buy it, but all right. How to avoid looking like Hannah? Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Get out of bed at the same time each day, including weekends, to keep your circadian rhythms in sync. Seek out natural light during the day. Get at least 150 minutes of moderate or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise a week. Finish eating at least 2 hours before bed. Avoid looking at devices at least 30 minutes before bed. And don't put up with an uncomfortable mattress. Yeah. Come to Mattress Express's Memorial Day sale. It's kicking off this week. Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Purple, Puffy, the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort, Posh and Lavish, Therapeutic, and more. Simmons Serta Black. We've just Simmons Beauty Rest Black, pardon me, we've added Serta Eye Comfort, and we've added Avocado. Most of all those brands I just mentioned are on sale during our Memorial Day sale. Take up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. No credit check payment plans. Bring in a quote from somebody else. We'll match it or beat it. The only reason I say match it, I like to beat. The only reason I say match it is because some companies don't let us beat it. If you've waited a week or longer from one of our competitors for delivery for a normal mattress, cancel it. Come see us. Excuse me. We're open 7 days a week. No appointment necessary. New store opening May 10th in Cortland on Route 281 between the Chrysler and the Chevy dealer. New store in Auburn in the Movieplex Plaza already open. Giant store doing incredibly well down there. Check it out. All right, I'm wrapping up this segment of Pillow Talk. God willing, we'll be back at it next week. Thank you for coming in. I hope you find this useful. This is Kevin Fear. You can email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. Visit one of my stores this week, and I will see you next week.